Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. About 20 years ago, my wife got a pillow with a picture of Koko Pelli embroidered on it. She really liked it. And I thought that'd make a great birthday present for her. So I actually made her something. This is a bird bath holder. I took a piece of an old grain elevator and cut out of the plate for the bottom, this old rusty pitted plate. I cut an image of Koko Pelli out of it. It took a long time. I did this with a hacksaw and a file. Yeah, it took a long time. But it was well worth it because she's loved it. And for 20 years, it's been in the yard. It's had two different colors on it over the time. It had black originally, and now it's got kind of a turquoise blue, but we're going to change that. We're going to make it a hammered bronze. Why? Because that's the colors I have. So first thing I got to do is wire brush all the loose flakes off. I originally made it to fit a clay pot. Well, this is the third clay pot that we've used in it. Can't find the original size anymore. They're mostly made in Mexico, so calling in a special order is a little typical. And I decided cutting it and extending the loop to fit the new pot would be a foolish move because none of the three have been the same size. But this one fits in there and everything seems to be working okay. So now with the thing wire brushed off, I'm going to go ahead and paint it. First I have to close the garage doors because there's too much wind swirling around in here. I like Rust-Oleum paint. And I also like this little gimmick that Louie sent me. I'm trying something new. Rather than wrapping a rag around it, I'm going to take something that I seem to have a great plenty of. Oh, that's going to work quite well. An old sock. That should have it. Now, we pull the sock out, and out comes the paint can. That's perfect. I think I'll use this in the future too. Now, let's get some paint on this thing. Normally I'd paint outside, but it's a bit breezy today, and I'd end up with more paint on me and down the wind than I would on the park. Old habits die hard. I still shake them before I spray them. Okay, give him about half an hour to dry, and he'll be ready to go back in the ground. Now this hammered bronze paint gives a funny kind of finish. It's not flat. But then again, Koko Pelli came out of a grain elevator. The bottom plate of the grain elevator had been out in the weather for a good 40 years and it rusted pretty deeply. But I thought it added some character to it. So Koko Pelli's been a member of the family now for 20 years. And I'm happy with it, so is Lydia. This ground is as hard as the hubs of Hades. I managed to drive a hole in. I'm going to try and pack the soil enough. Hold the bird bath upright. We'll see how that does. That looks like it's level to me. We'll see how it holds up over the next windstorm. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. And this, I hope, is the last of the honeydew projects. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.